Before you go live, there's a couple of things that you're going to need. Beginning with your background. You want to make sure that your background is appropriate for wherever you are broadcasting. So you can see for me, I've chosen a blank wall because I didn't want any distractions. I just want you to focus on me telling you all this juicy information. But for you, you may want something a little bit more decorative, depending on if you want to share more about yourself, where you are. You want to give people a sneak tip, a little behind the scenes peek on the background of your organization. Maybe it's a look behind the scenes. So the background, do keep that in mind, whether it's supposed to be something that's telling part of the story, or maybe it's something that should be more neutral so people can focus just on you. So choose the right background. That's number one. Oh, and another thing is you want to be mindful of your background in case you have any private information going on that you don't want to share with the masses, and you don't want to put that out live. Okay, remember, information is sensitive and it can be spread very quickly, especially when you're sharing it live. So be mindful of your background. That's one. My second tip is to also have a tripod, because you most likely, you might choose to go live using your phone. Now, if you decide to use your mobile to go live, you'll need a tripod. Case in point, what I'm doing right now, I'm actually filming this using my mobile, and I have a tripod. I actually have a full-length tripod that I'm using to film this right now as we speak. The other alternative is to just get one of those tabletop tripods and then attach your phone, prop it up, and then go live. But this way you're hands-free and you can have the camera just pointing directly at you. So get a tripod so that you can have a steady filming experience. Unless, and I say unless because people break the rules all the time and it does work for them. If you're trying to break the rules and you want it a little bit more of a rugged type of impact and you're just holding the phone, kind of selfie mode, that works as well, but that depends on if that makes sense for your brand. Keep that in mind. So have your background, have your tripod. The other thing you want to have on hand is a mic. I have one right now that I'm using. It's a Rode mic, which has been really effective in terms of filming videos. And you can hear the quality is so much clearer when you're using the mic versus not using a mic. So not essential for going live necessarily, but if you want a more professional sound and you want to repackage your videos later on, which we'll visit that, then go with a mic. A mic will come in very handy. So you have your background, you have your tripod, you have your mic. You also may want to have a mirror on hand. I have a mirror, mirror on the wall, making a cameo here, that I use just so I can check myself before I go live, making sure that what I see in terms of background, myself, my reflection looks fine. But the other thing is, even in the absence of a mirror, do a test trial. So film yourself on your mobile first before you actually go live. Film it, save it to your camera roll, take a look at it, and that way you can analyze and see, is the background okay? Do I look okay on camera? Can people see me? Let me tell you, the first time that I actually went live, people were joking and calling me a ghost because the lighting was so bad that they couldn't really see me. I was kind of blending in, and that's because I was shooting it in front of a window, so no one could see me. But had I tried that before I went live, I would have known and been prepped so that people can see who I am. But it became kind of a joke, so it did work to my advantage. So that's one thing. Have a mirror and have good lighting. That's 2 for 1. Have good lighting so that you can make sure that you don't have to buy a professional set necessarily. You can even shoot in front of a window. Natural light is actually the best light if you can capture it on camera. But it will help you so that you can stand out and people can see you and you have a well-lit and professional look. So do have those things ready and set before you go live. And if you ever need any tips, you can go and click on any of the links below in this lecture, and I have a couple items that I recommend and I regularly use, and I think you should give them a try. You don't have to, but they're some of my tried and trues. So they are raw branded approved. And if you have any questions, you can always leave me some questions in the chat box. I will respond.